Yeah, for me, public speaking was an unexpected future for me. I was incredibly introverted, really reclusive. I never talked. I lived in an inner world, and no one would have ever predicted that I would be on a stage.
Wow.
And when I first had that opportunity, and I don't know if I thought of it as an opportunity then, but it was crisis management for me in so many ways. What actually shifted for me was having things I needed to say that I believed would change people's lives.
Hmm.
So I knew that I wasn't very good at it, and at least that was my perception. And I felt incredibly embarrassed. And so many times I would speak and walk off that stage feeling naked, like I just humiliated myself. I cannot believe I did that. And then I would get responses from people that this insight radically altered their life, or this principle changed the way they saw themselves, or this truth was life changing. And even just a few weeks ago, I had a man come up to me and tell me that he had made so many bad choices. He was homeless when he first heard me speak, and he was there with his wife and family because he said, "You saved my life," and it wasn't a metaphorical statement. And that's actually what the shift was I stopped thinking about how people would think about me, and I started focusing on what contribution I could make for other people.
Mm.
And you actually begin to harness a completely different inner world and energy when you focus on what you can do for others. And when I began speaking, I was mostly working in the inner city with um, prostitution, in the world of prostitution, in the world of drug dealers, in the world of gangbangers and cartels, and so I was dealing with really broken, dark, and dangerous people. And so I had to learn how to capture an audience really, really fast.
Mhm.
And I also had to learn how to earn the right to be heard a second sentence. And it really adjusted the way I communicated, because I would walk into situations knowing I could very likely be killed, and it might be the last conversation I have. And so I began to make every conversation count. And I think a lot of us act like we're going to live forever, and so we never really harness our full potential. But I had the great benefit in my 20s of not knowing whether I would live another day,
Hmm.
and it really helped me develop um, the skills of taking fear and turning it into a fuel that gave me courage.
It it's like you added a fear that was stronger than the one you were experiencing. Like, you were gonna go speak, which is fearful, but
Mhm.
why not add in the potential for dying? And then the speech doesn't seem that intense.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, it gives everything perspective.
I have a dream of getting to 100,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you just hit that button below, the red button, it says subscribe, and it's free for you to do. It would really mean a lot, and it allows us to keep creating this content for you. Thank you.